All right. They say the definition of insanity is if you keep trying the same thing over and over and expect different results, that you may be insane. This is my second attempt at painting this van. Last weekend I had all masked, wiped down, thought I was doing a good job, had an issue with my gun and the paint combination. There was something, it just sprayed too much, left tons of runs. So we are respraying the van, and this time I'm changing things. So I'm not insane. I'm changing the outcome. I've remasked everything. I'm going to do the jams first. Done a really good job of getting rid of all the dust, although there's so much dust in the van. So I'm going to take my detail gun, do the jams first, and then close the doors, blow it off again, clean it. So much work. I had to get rid of all the runs. There was a huge waterfall run here. I don't know why my gun just did not atomize like I thought it would. It just left runs everywhere. Could have been the temperature. It's 45 degrees outside. It's about 65 in the shop. And paint products are designed to work at 70. So I've got the roof masked off completely because it's a different color. The windows are all masked. Taillights, I should probably mask those so I don't blow dirt out of there. All the handles and everything, and even the skirts are masked. The windows are all masked with paper so that the paint, when it sticks to the paper, doesn't create any flaking, which would get into your new paint. Plastic will do that, so it's all paper. And, well, I'm gonna give her a try. We're not insane here. We're just trying things out. Let's make it work. Let's make it happen. I want this thing to look good. So I thought I'd give a few more tips here on painting your car in your garage or an open shop like I'm doing. There's a few things that I've found that really helps out. One is keeping the floor wet. So whenever you stomp with your boots, when you stomp, you're creating dust, and that dust goes in the air. It takes a while for it to come down. But if you stomp on water, most likely you're not going to create any dust. The other thing is, whatever you're painting has to be clean. I like to use Sprayway glass cleaner. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. This is not an advertisement, but it's inert. It's not Windex. Don't use Windex. It has chemicals in it. It seems to be chemical free. And the way you do it is you simply just, show you here, the quarter panel here, I'm having a tough time getting this clean. You can see I've been rubbing on it. Spray it with your Sprayway. Take your dry white towel. Try to find a clean spot. Here's a clean white area of it. And when you wipe, as I'm doing, it should come out clean. When the rag is clean, your surface is clean. But if you get into a nook or cranny or something like this and you find out that, oh, it's got some primer or some sanding residue on it, it's not clean. Paint won't stick. You're creating a mess. So it's got to be clean. So you need to go around the car a bunch of times. That's another tip. One more tip over here has to do with masking, and this is just the cat's meow, let me tell you. It's this little machine right here. It's called a hand masker. You can see I've got like a 24-inch roll of paper on there and an automatic tape dispenser. And this edge is really sharp. It's got a blade on it, but you can just roll out your paper like I've done there, and it's already got a tape on it, and it just sticks really nice. And this is worth $100. Only I paid $60 for it. So it takes different lengths of papers. You can use plastic or paper. Fantastic machine. I use this, or I saw a painter using one of these on a house once, and I've used it on cars ever since. It is a huge time saver, and I think it's going to make my paint jobs come out a lot better. In fact, I know it will. This is the first car I've used it on. I usually only paint like one car a year. So there's some tips for you. Wet down the floor, clean surfaces that are smooth. I noticed while cleaning my surface that there's a spot right, I don't know if you can catch this in the light or not, right here. See how that looks pockmarked right there? I'm actually going to take some more 600 or 400 and go over that area, because that will come through the paint and it'll look like orange peel. It's the only spot on the van that I've seen that has that, and it's easy to do. And you don't want to create a lot of dust. You want to just sand it quick and then wipe it back down. So that's one thing, is being diligent about your work. The devil is in the details, they say. And let's go for it, huh? Let's spray this thing. All right, so here we are. We've got our door handle areas all painted out. Our jambs are painted. Tops of the doors and the hard spots to get under the gutters are painted. We have our 3 24-inch high volume fans running. Doesn't smell too bad, but then I haven't put a real coat of paint on it yet. Just the jambs, the edges. Another thing that works really good is a headlight. You can see your work. I wanted to cover up any spots like on the body lines that I might have sanded through and they're a little lighter. So I touched those up. I did that all with my detail gun, my Harbor Freight $10 detail gun, which is a .9 tip. Works really good for jams, like in here, all along there. It's coming out great. No more runs. I think I got the paint and the product and my guns figured out. Now I'm getting ready to just let this tack up a little bit, and then I'm going to shoot it with the big gun, and I'm going to use my Awada gun, which is an expensive gun, to atomize it better, because this is single stage paint. It has clear in it, and we're going to put the pedal to metal, make this thing have color. So I'm not painting from the belt line down. That's going to be another color. So just so you know, you're wondering what I didn't cover down there. I'm only looking for coverage from the rain gutter, which is there, to the belt line, which is there. And then I'll mask that off and paint it another color there. So far so good. Look at my masking. It's really holding up. I'm so happy I don't have any runs or waterfalls or bugs. It's working out really good. No dust today. Unlike last week. Oh my goodness. That was terrible. Okay, so we've got our first coat of paint on our van. I'm pretty happy with it. The way you check is you look at the reflection of this light in the paint. You can see how deep it is while you walk around and check. Make sure there's no thin spots. Let me show if I can find a thin spot. Oh, where was it? Oh yeah, up here. See how my light gets really dull right there and gets kind of cloudy? I'm looking at the paint now. It's thin up in there, and there's some dry spray. So I'll have to touch that up. But overall, the main body panels, other than the dents that I didn't get, look really, really good. I think I'm going to call it a day. I had just enough paint. I did 2 quarts of this special high pearl Honda Sonic Gray. And I think I like it, but I'm going to clear it tomorrow. Even though it's single stage and doesn't need clear coat, I'd like to clear it. So I'll probably sand the top, maybe clear the whole van, I'm not sure. But I've got another color planned for the bottom and possibly another color for the belt line. But it's coming along and it's looking great. Thanks for your support. Bye-bye.